Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, a little bit of a different thing is I'm going to be explaining how I own a C6 Corvette at 19 years old. Let's get right into it. So I just wanted to go over like my story and how much I paid for this car and just basically explain how I got it. So it all started when I was 4 years old. The C6 was rolling off the production line, and when I saw these cars in person at a car show or just driving around on the road, I was like, that is the coolest car in the entire world. And mind you, I've been a car guy ever since I was a little kid, watching Cars, all the Cars movies, Fast and Furious, all that, Need for Speed, everything. I was a car kid, and I'm still a car guy to this day. And the C6 was brand new when I was a kid, and it was just the coolest car to me. I wanted one so bad. And unfortunately, my parents weren't rich enough to be able to afford one back then when they were like 40 grand brand new. But now, mostly everyone can pick one up because they're pretty affordable. But it started when I was a kid. I wanted one of these cars really bad. And I actually owned a couple cars before. This is not my first car. This is definitely not my first car. I've owned 2 cars before this. And I actually sold everything I had to get this car. And I'm not just talking my 2 cars that I had before this, but I sold a bunch of mods, I sold some clothing, I sold some trading cards, I sold practically everything I had just to be able to get this car. And I could say it was pretty worth it, because here we are now, and I have a C6 at 19 years old. Feels pretty good. I'm not just gonna sit here and say, oh, I paid cash for this car. 100% no. Both the cars I sold, if you guys saw my video on the auto scam, I got scammed on my C5 Corvette, so I only sold that for $2,000. And then my BMW, I sold that for about $9,000 plus the wheels, so almost 10 grand for that car, which was pretty good. Yeah, that still wouldn't be enough to get this car. That was barely half of what this car cost. So I had to finance the car, so I'm not gonna just sit here and say I paid cash for it, which is absolutely not true. I'm sure everyone knows it's financed by now. But do I really feel bad about financing it? Not really. I'm building credit. It's not like I'm paying an arm and a leg per month to afford this car. I only pay $300 a month to afford it. So the car was $23,000 out the door. Without all the taxes and garbage fees, it was $21,500. And out the door, it was about $23,000. Then I put $8,000 down, and I made my payment $314 a month. And insurance, I get a lot of insurance questions on this car, and it's only $71 a month for me on a multi-car plan, which is pretty surprising, to be honest, because I did own a BMW 328i before this, and that was almost $200 a month, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, this is only $71 a month. Really cheap insurance. Every time I saw one on the road, I would get sort of jealous, because I was like, man, I want one of those cars so bad. I would see them all around town. I would see them online. I'd be like, man, I really wish I had a C6. And well, my time finally came. I sold everything I had. I picked up this car, and it's just been a dream come true ever since. It still doesn't even feel real to me that I own this car for some reason. It just doesn't feel real. And I think this is a message to everyone that if you want something bad enough, you will go for it and you will not give up. I wanted to give up so bad after I got scammed on my C5. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want a C6 anymore. This is too much. And that made me realize that, well, you shouldn't give up. If you want something bad enough, you will work your ass off to get it, and you will not stop until you get it, which is practically what I did. Now, the part where, how do I afford this car at 19? Well, honestly, it's not really that hard. Anyone could do it, and I'll tell you how. Whether it be you pay cash or finance for it. If you pay cash for it, just keep saving, keep grinding, and keep just putting money away, and you can find one of these for like 20 grand. If you finance it, like I did, I would recommend putting a decent down payment down. First, find the one you want, and then put a decent down payment down. And, you know, your payment would probably be about $200, $300 a month, which is pretty good. I don't have some sort of special job to be able to afford this car. I work at a restaurant for minimum wage. I make like $1,500 a month. So it's not really, it doesn't take a specific skill, or doesn't take a crazy high paying job to be able to afford one of these cars. I mean, you can work a regular 9 to 5, you'd be able to afford this car. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video today. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I just kind of wanted to give my story on how I bought this car and how my journey was kind of rough, but we got here, and I'm just super stoked, and I'm super happy. And little me would be proud. Little me would be proud. But anyway, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.